With the government shutdown, Governor Wes Moore is pointing the finger at President Trump and is responding, promising relief for Marylanders. But Fox 45's Jessica Bagg is digging for details about where that money is coming from in the first place. Jessica?
Well, Mackenzie, I've been talking with lawmakers today trying to track down answers. While Republicans say this is an example of moving money around to meet needs, they also say it's not a long-term solution.
While the federal budget battle plays out, Governor Wes Moore says he plans to fill the gap, making sure certain programs and paychecks keep getting cashed.
And we are doing and will continue to do everything in our collective power to keep our people safe and to keep our state moving forward.
In a lengthy statement, the Department of Budget and Management says Maryland has about $20 billion. $3.5 billion of that is liquid cash, which means it's available to be spent. Right now, state officials are expecting that the federal government will reimburse them for eligible expenses, which has happened in the past. So they say for now, they're not planning to furlough state employees whose positions are funded through federal dollars, or pause federal programs or benefits being administered by the state. This week, Senate President Bill Ferguson saying,
"No, we don't have any anticipation for coming into a special session, but with the craziness that we're seeing on a daily basis, it's hard to rule out anything."
But this is coming at a time when the state budget has been contentious and new taxes and fees were approved to increase state revenues.
If you think about where we were earlier this year in February and March, we were very concerned about where things would be today.
And while some argue the state is seeing signs of improvements, we're digging into the details, asking where this money, now earmarked for relief, is coming from. So I followed up with the governor's office and state treasurer, asking if this money was previously allocated towards something else and is now being redirected, or is it coming from a specific fund? Why wasn't this money allocated to address the deficit? And I'm also asking the governor's office, why did the state implement some of the new taxes and fees to increase revenues when the state had access to this funding?
There's different pots of money and different revenues that come in. And so in this case, what they're doing is they're saying we can take some of the money that we've brought in that we anticipate a federal match for or federal monies for, and we can use more state dollars than we normally would.
Republican Senator Justin Reedy says,
"This is not money that's just sitting around doing nothing. It is money that's part of the normal taxes we all pay." We, of course, don't agree with the tax increases that were passed. Myself and our Republican senators and delegates all oppose these tax increases. Again, this really spotlights, though, the concern about this really spotlights just how dependent Maryland is on the federal government, and we'd like to change that.
And he says while this might work in the short term,
this is just basically seems to be moving money around to match needs. I don't think it's something that can go on for real long, though. So we need resolution at the federal level.
Reedy says if the shutdown carries on, it could be bad for Maryland's budget.
There's all kinds of grant programs and federal spending that comes through Maryland that it would start to really blow a hole in our budget very quickly.
Well, Reedy is calling on Democrats at the federal level to reach an agreement, and as of this evening, we have not yet heard back from either the governor's office or the treasurer's office. But if we get a response, we'll let you know what they have to say. In the studio, Jessica Bagg, Fox 45 News.
Hey, I'm Mackenzie Frost. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Check out Fox Baltimore on all of our social media pages for more videos just like this.